Do you notice how when you are in a certain environment and something's kind of annoying, uh, only to you, but most of the people you're with it doesn't seem to bother them, and you're like, God, that music, it's too loud, and you have to move your seat, or maybe where you're sitting in a room isn't quite right because the flow of the room, and you got to change it in a restaurant. I notice this all the time when I'm with non-artist friends, because this is something that I have, and I know artists have too. It's like this heightened sense. There's this like sensitivity to sound, to visuals, to environments, and I just love that. But I'm also challenged by it. So this is Nicholas Wilton at Art to Life, and today I'm talking about this sensitivity, which can be challenging, but it's also a gift. You know, looking back over the last year, it was super hard. There was a lot of challenging things, and I think there's a temptation for all of us to wish that we didn't feel so much because there's a lot of hard stuff, and that maybe that's a strategy. And I've kind of gone in and out of feeling this way over the past year, but I really think what we want to, this sensitivity, although it's challenging, is really a gift for us. It's what makes us artists. And to think about what possibly this sensitivity can bring forward, what's possible for ourselves moving forward to lean into this sensitivity. What does this make possible? For one thing, it makes our art possible. It's why we make art. And what's so interesting is that the more sensitive we can become, especially in our art making, the better and more like us the work can become. And that is a huge, that's the lever we use in making our art. The sensitivity and awareness of things that are going on that are just below the surface are the opportunities that show up for us. The chance meetings with people, the sense that you walk past a bookstore and there's some book that's, that there's a book presentation going on, a talk, and you see the cover and you're walking past it and you realize, oh, that's kind of interesting, and should I go back and walk in that store or not? And it's that sensitivity to picking up those things, and you go back, and it's an amazing, life-changing information that you happen to bonk into. So when you meet on the street, that you ask that extra question, you raise your hand and ask a question. And it's these kinds of little extra moves towards things that you're picking up that make all the difference. It's, for me, all the amazing things that have happened, the big shifts in my life, began with this somewhat like intuitive, wait, what is that? Wait a second, what? That's the sensitivity that is so, so powerful, and we need it. We don't want to lessen it. In fact, we want to lean into this in this coming year, in our work, in our life, and all the rest. It makes everything, possible. So reframing this tendency, this ability, this sensitivity as a gift, because it is. Not everybody has this. We cultivate this. We cultivate it and we grow it by leaning into it. And actually, art making is the process of cultivating this. Notice your work. If you look back over the years, notice how more sensitive it is. It's also better, but it's better because it's more sensitive, because it's more like you. It's more nuanced. That's the progression. You go from kind of in the dark to getting more and more clear and more sensitive. And the work gets better, and it communicates and translates better for other people. It's more powerful. It's a stronger message. So I'm super curious, how you think about this. What is this sensitivity? What is this superpower that we all have? And we all have this. I know I'm not alone in noticing this. What has it done for you? How is it showing up in your work, in your art, in your life? I'd love to know. This week, coming up on Wednesday, the Art to Life podcast, I'm talking more about this. And actually, it's kind of when I learned about this and that I realized that it was an amazing thing to be, not a problem thing to be. So check that out. It comes out on Wednesday, and there's a link down there below that you can subscribe. We also have an amazing free Art to Life Facebook group. There's a huge ton of energy going on right now. We're building up to the Creative Visionary program, which is coming. That's coming out in middle of February. It's going to be amazing. So there's a lot of planning, a lot of energy for this new season of like pushing your work and taking the next level. So that energy is being transmitted and being felt in that group right now. So thanks so much for being here, and I hope today's really great. Okay, thanks. Hey everyone, if you found this helpful, I have a whole lot more to teach, share, and inspire you with every single week. So please join the Art to Life YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Okay, great. Let's do this.